Hey, it's your boy back again. So these next two topics I'm going to talk about, trying to find the right way to come across with them. And we're not scripted or nothing like that, so I figured, just say what you gotta say. You know what I'm saying? Politically correct has never been my forte. As an artist, as an internet presence on Twitter, when I was big, it's what got me popular, to be honest, for my opinions. And I've always got something to say, you know what I'm saying? That's why I rap, and that's why I talk to y'all on these blogs, you know? So it was something on my mom. So let's go with this Lizzo stuff, man. Kanye West bought Lizzo up the other day, basically smearing her nobody shaming, happy to be fat campaign. I think he called it demonic. I don't know exactly off the top of my head what exactly he said, but I did read the article and he called it demonic. He called the way that they're pushing out the nobody shaming agenda demonic. In a way, he's right. He's right, man, in a way. As a dude who goes up and down in weight myself, throughout my whole life, everybody who's known me will tell you I'm skinny for a few years. I'm kind of slim thick. Pause. I think that's a girl term. I'm not light skinned. I gain a couple pounds and I'm like chubby, and then every now and then I get a little fat. Like right now, I'm like borderline fat. And do I love myself any less when I go through these things? No. But am I satisfied with myself when I'm a little bit too overweight? No. I mean, there's some people who've always been overweight, and there's some people who've always been skinny. I am one of those, and this is not about me, but I'm just giving you my experience so I can give you some perspective. I know when I feel and look my best. And that's when I can fit all my fucking clothes without having to worry about the shit. That's when I'm sleeping right, when I'm not snoring as much. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get big, your body has to work harder. Like, I mean, it's common sense. Some people get used to it, but those of us who are always striving for our best self can't just get used to that. You know, so as inconsistent as I am with diet and the gym, I keep trying. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, fuck how I look. It's about how you feel, and knowing that a certain lifestyle is not sustainable. If you keep feeding the fat and not trying to tame it, you will die eventually before you're supposed to, in a health way. And I think that's the worry that Kanye has. It's like, okay, it's all right. Everybody's not slim. Everybody's not a supermodel. Everybody's not fit. And you're supposed to love yourself the way you are. Absolutely. I don't disagree with that. I don't think Kanye disagrees with that. But the fact that you can't say nothing to nobody about their weight nowadays without there being this big thing. Oh my God, you're shaming. My man Tree we had this conversation about this shit. He was saying we kind of got to go back to the old days where it wasn't about, oh my God, I'm being shamed. No, people said shit to you out of love. A lot of times out of hate too, but when you come up as a Hispanic or Caribbean person, black person too, when you at these family functions and they see you, before they tell you, oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long, they're gonna be like, they're gonna look at your parents and they're gonna say something to you. And this generation is gonna take it as if they're being hated and ostracized because of their weight. Oh, you're too fat. Oh, you're too skinny. What have you been doing? This is coming from a family member though, and they kind of care about you, you know what I'm saying? And they're gonna point out if you're not up to par. Now, again, this is perspectives. You may be fine to you. Like, there's family members that tell the family members, wow, you're getting too skinny. Like, so it's all perspectives, but this shit nowadays is you can't have perspective anymore. If it's not one way, you are, in Kanye's words, demonic. If you can't accept everybody for who they are, what they are, how they look, what they choose to believe in, if you have anything to say about the shit, fuck accepting. Cause nigga, if people didn't accept people for what and who they were, we'd be in constant battle everywhere, all day, every day. So people do accept it, but then on top of that, they don't want you to say anything. This sensitive ass culture doesn't want you to say anything at all. So if you see somebody is visibly unhealthy and keeps living an unhealthy lifestyle, if you tell them that, you're labeled a hater or you're labeled negative. And that's what people like. That's what things like Lizzo's campaign does. It's like, yeah, this girl's big, but she's getting to the bag and she's successful and she's Prince mentored her and this, that, and the third, and you can't say nothing about her or you're wrong, you're cruel. And that goes for everybody that listens to her and everybody she inspires. It's like, no, I can be fat, I can stay this way, and I can live this way. Look at Lizzo, she's doing it. It's not about that, man. It's not about that. It's about sustainability, and America and every other country is, well, I don't know about any other country because I live in America. America has been pushing this health conscious agenda for a minute now, right? But then in the most influential arena of entertainment and just society in general, at the same time they've been pushing this, oh, it's okay to be fat, it's okay to be yourself, it's okay to be this, it's okay to be that. It's contradicted. It contradicts healthy living. Like I said, man, look, I got a little stomach on me. I got a little stomach on me right now. You know what I'm saying? Got a little stomach, got a little belly on me. I'm cool, you know, but I want to slim down, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? People tell me, yo, you getting big. That's okay. I've changed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking this shit as fucking slander. Like, I am what I am, nigga. Like, I'm a little fat right now. You know what I'm saying? But Lizzo and company, and it's not just Lizzo, it's the society that we live in. Social media just implanted in everybody's head that something can be wrong with somebody and you can't say nothing. And the problem is, nobody thinks it's wrong if you're too big now. As long as you look and feel good and you're dishing out the good vibes and you're a vibe and you're social and you're making everybody laugh and you're loving, why would anybody say something about you, right? It's just nuts, bro. It's fucking retarded. No. People are saying shit about you. There are a lot of malicious people that just like to make fun of other people. I admit that. But when it comes to people that care about you telling you shit, it's because they care about you. It's because they want to see you live a longer life than it looks like you might live if you keep on just living unhealthy. It's like nowadays, son, you could be a crackhead. As long as you keep it together and you're not disturbing nobody, let them be a crackhead. That is how y'all carry it. That's how y'all carry it. And that's not even a stretch of the imagination. Look at all the fucking drugs these kids do. I was growing up, people was doing shit, you know what I'm saying, extra shit outside of weed and alcohol, but it wasn't so out in the open, and there was very few people that was running around doing that type of shit. You either didn't know, or these people didn't want you to know that they was doing the extra stuff. Nowadays, it's all about expanding your drug usage. Who can go crazy? That's what this world is about. Niggas doing lean. Some niggas don't even fucking mix the shit no more. Niggas doing dope. Like, don't even know they doing dope. Niggas fixing their nose. Everybody fixing their nose. Like, I never would have thought that shit was like so common. Like, you know, you see it in the movies and you heard rumors about it growing up, about it being such a universal drug, the white girl. But son, like the past few years, that shit be close to home, son. Like, I done lost family members playing around with shit like that. You know what I'm saying? God bless. And again, a lot of these things happen to a lot of people because nobody says anything. And it's like, they're taking your ability to... What a fucking dick. For a red light? Like, congratulations, you fucking asshole. Anyways, they taking your ability to say anything to anybody about anything negative. Because let's be real. Being fat, being a fucking drug addict, running around being a gangbanger, running around selling drugs is a bad thing. Like, these are just examples of bad things. And they continue to take our ability to speak on these bad things. And I'm here to say, just like Kanye, don't let them take your ability to be opinionated. Especially if it's coming from a good place. If you just be an asshole with it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? We live in a world of trolls. I understand that shit. There's nothing that can be done about that. Like, people make a living off of trolling. But yo, like, it's not always body shaming. It's just like, seriously, bro? Like, do you have any plans of, like, fixing your anatomy? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I did this one justice. I feel like I was politically correct. I thought it was going to be harder than it actually was. But, yeah, Kanye's not bugging for talking about Lizzo that way. I'm not going to lie to you. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with what he said. This nigga is fucking crazy. Thank God he, like, left the scene. Driving in fucking Jersey. Niggas is wild. This nigga running around like a chicken with his head cut. But yeah, man. The Lizzo shit. And it's not about Lizzo. She happens to be the mascot for it nowadays. You know what I mean? And she willingly champions that role. So Kanye picked her. You know what I'm saying? To talk about it. She is the premier fat people spokesperson. Oh, hold on. Before we go, bro, it's a difference between, because what I keep seeing on the internet is leave Lizzo alone because you niggas love Biggie, you niggas love Big Pun, you niggas love Khaled, y'all love Fat Joe, y'all love Rick Ross. Like, so to talk about that, hey, listen, it's a big difference. Lizzo's entire marketing and branding is behind the fact that she is big and confident. She exploits herself. She runs around with t-shirts with no ass, with the ass cut out in public. Like, it's a difference when you use that as your primary marketing tool to get attention. Because let's face it, like, she got some good music, you know what I'm saying? But is it great? No. Are we going to listen to this shit forever and ever? No. Like, it's good. I even call myself fucking with some of her music. But it's all under the guise of being fat and proud. The difference between Biggie, Fat Joe, and Khaled and fucking weirdos, I swear to God, like, these niggas just like to be up your ass, man. The difference between Khaled, Biggie, we gonna go Khaled last. Between Biggie, Rick Ross, Big Pun, bro, it's a different, like, these niggas are generational talents you only see once in a fucking lifetime. Can't nobody do what these guys do, bro. And they happen to be fat. It's not their marketing plan. Biggie was fat. Big Pun won his lawsuit as a kid, got fat, got discovered when he was fat. Rick Ross was always like chubby fat, you know? He didn't get fat. And I'm not saying Lizzo did this because Lizzo came in fat too. But when they were discovered, they didn't say, you're going to be the spokesperson for fat people and you're going to tell them it's all right to be fat. That didn't happen. That's not a part. They happen to be fat. So they used it as a part of their marketing. Difference between Lizzo is that is her fucking strategy. Let's be serious. And shout to my homegirl. I forget her Twitter name. We always debate about some shit. She's a fucking genius. She one of the only people that fucking knows about music, that I gotta put some respect on her name. I gotta tell y'all. I mean, y'all know her. Y'all know her. She's very well known. What's her name? 11A. My homegirl, 11A from Texas. We always go back and forth about all types of shit. I even told her, yo, like, if you ever start a podcast, holla at me, man. Like, I like your energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really know what you talk about. These people don't be knowing what they talking about. I said that if Lizzo wasn't fat, nobody would care about her. My homegirl, 11A, her response was, well, can't really say that because Prince mentored her. You know, she would have been something regardless. I said, yeah, absolutely. But definitely not as big. And just because somebody mentored you doesn't mean you're gonna follow through and do what you got to do with that advice and information. Who knows how it would have turned out if she wasn't fat? You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. Rick Ross, Biggie, Big Pun, fucking Khaled. I have my shit with Khaled. I really don't understand what Khaled does. There's a few like hip hop people that are really big to the culture, and I just don't be understanding what they do. Like, I know Khaled brings a lot of artists together and puts together albums. It don't really like mean much to me, I guess. Like his music be like kind of subpar. You know what I'm saying? I look at him more of a great marketer than an actual music person. You know, no disrespect to him. Obviously, he's a fucking damn near billionaire. You know what I'm saying? What can I say? You know what I mean? What does my opinion matter in this society when a nigga's a billionaire? And you know what I mean? I'm trying to come up. So, but again, Khaled, Biggie, Pun, Fat Joe, Rick Ross, even if they were skinny, bro, what they do and have done for this game, it still would have got them where they're at, because they don't live off of the hype of being fat and okay with it. Lizzo has to do something every now and then with her weight in mind as a marketing tactic to stay relevant. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I am in tune with what happens in this culture, and I don't even be fucking wanting to be. It's just the algorithms on every social media site that I have know that I used to blog, so they send me the information first. And also, you know, I learned from my boy West Now. Shout to my boy from Uptown. When you in a business, you gotta learn about the plays. You gotta know about the plays. You gotta know what's going on at all times if you're trying to succeed in the business. You know what I'm saying? My man gave me that advice as a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy West Now. Glad he home and he prospering. So yeah, unfortunately, I know everything that goes on. It just pops up on my feeds, and I always see Lizzo doing some "Hey, I'm fat" shit to stay relevant. None of the other people that you guys are comparing her to and saying, well, you guys love Biggie and you love Rick Ross and they were fat. They didn't have to do any "Hey, I'm fat and proud" shit to stay relevant all the time. It's a big difference. I think we covered this topic. This next topic that I'm about to do, shit, man. I don't know how to be politically correct on this one. But we about to talk about the N-word and Hispanic people and our inclusion into the black culture. and community. Because if you didn't know, I'm Dominican and Puerto Rican. But we're all black. Look at my fucking skin complexion. Look at the industry that done called my name for so many years that I done been a part of. My friends, that's like family now. A bunch of black people in my life. And I've been around them my whole life, and we'll get into that. Anyways, we done with this one. I'll let y'all like, subscribe, share this shit with somebody. Like I said, we get to 500 subscribers. Got my word, I'll start editing these bitches and making them look real clean. You know what I'm saying? Alright, man. I'll holla.